You know, my daughter who I love dearly, but she is one lazy, sorry, using person.
What is
You
she
know what I'm
doing?
saying? So I let her move into my house 3 years ago, and she got 2 twin boys. She does nothing to support. Our agreement was that she would pay $400.
We never had no agreement. We ain't never had no agreement.
$400 on
Hold
rent.
on 1 second, Miss Faye Foster. Excuse me. We will not have any outbursts like that.
We just gonna sit here and let her say whatever she wants to say.
I'm just going to sit here and let her say what she wants to while I'm speaking to her. And when it's your turn, I will allow you the opportunity to do the same thing. There will be no more outbursts. We're clear?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, so we agreed that she would pay $400 a month, plus she would pay $275 a month, so I'll put her kids in insurance.
Wait a minute. Her mom is covering the kids' insurance too. This situation keeps getting worse. How could she let her mother pay $275 a month while she keeps making excuses? She promised to pay her back, but no surprise, she hasn't. If she's making money from braiding hair and working, there's no reason she can't cover basic expenses for her own kids. It's downright unfair for her mother to carry the financial burden while she keeps all her earnings. That's not just selfish, it's completely irresponsible.
She's been there. She's maybe given me a total in 3 months of $200. It's always some excuse why she couldn't pay. And I told her, I'm on a fixed income, you know, and I'm doing all this for you and the kids. I'm buying the food, paying the electricity, you know. I'm the one get up and take them to school in the morning while she's asleep, you know, and she has a job. Plus she does braiding people's hair on the weekend.
Where does she work? What does she do?
She works at a telecommunications company.
Okay.
And I think she said she's a customer service somebody thing, but
she braids hair on the side.
Ma'am.
You say she braids hair on the side?
Yes, she does. In my back room.
All right.
And her clients come in, she give her clients snacks and stuff I don't buy for the kids, and just like she don't buy something. So I told her, you gonna have to start doing better.
All right.
And she told me.
Wait a minute, Miss Faye Foster, let me stop you really quickly.
Okay.
You said she braids hair in the home. Do you know how much money she makes roughly on average a month?
Well, I know she charges about $300 to $400 depending on the length of your hair.
Mm-hmm.
And she normally on the weekend do at least 3 to 4 heads.
Okay.
So I would say on an average, if we just do the lower end of it, she probably works about $1,200 on a Saturday. And sometimes she does it on Sunday, but most of the time it's on Saturday, all day Saturday.
So about $1,200 every week.
Right. Uh-huh.
Okay. Keep going. Continue.
Yes, ma'am.
Continue.
Okay. So I told her, I said, well, you can give me some of that, you know, to help out and on you living here and me taking care of the kids, and I'm using the gas to go take them to their soccer practice and to their football practice. And she tells me, you their grandmother.
She actually had the nerve to tell her mom, "You're supposed to do that," when asked about taking care of her own kids. That's one of the rudest, most entitled things anyone could say. Her mom already raised her, and now she's supposed to raise her grandkids too. Grandparents aren't free babysitters or second parents. Yet here her mom is, covering rent, food, insurance, everything, while she acts like it's some kind of obligation. That's not just shameful, it's incredibly disrespectful.
I told her I ain't supposed to do a darn thing. I ain't had no twins.
Okay.
You know, but I love my grandkids, so I hate for them to be without just because their mama is trifling.
Okay. All right. So we're going to not name call either, okay? I understand you. I understand your emotions are high. It's not a problem. I understand.
I'm sorry,
I understand exactly how you feel. I know what you're saying. It's plenty of grandmothers coming to this court feel exactly the same way that you do. I just ask that, you know, you just be respectful to one another.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Now, how old are the twins?
The twins are 10.
All right. And you said they're boys?
They're boys, 2 boys.
All right. Are they involved in any kind of extracurricular activities?
Yes, they play football and they play soccer and basketball.
All right. And does mom help out with any of that?
No. She always said, well, go ahead and pay their fees and I'll give it back to you. But I never get it back.
She lives in the home. Does she actually live there, or does she just sleep there and she lives somewhere else?
No, she lives there. She sleeps somewhere else every night, you know. But that's why she's supposed to be paying me $400 for them to live there.
Okay.
Because she got put out of her last place. So I said, okay, you can come home, but you know, I'm on a fixed income, so if you give me $400 a month. And then she said, okay. And I think she may have paid $200 one time, and that's it.
All right. Are
And
the
then
children on
you
health
know,
insurance or anything?
And then, ma'am,
Are the children on health insurance or anything?
the children, I put them in insurance because I asked her, do you have insurance on these kids? And she said, I can't afford it. So I said, well, they need insurance. They playing sports and stuff, and they get sick, and we don't have out of her. So I got insurance, and she agreed that she would pay me back each month what I had to pay for insurance.
How much do you pay for the children only?
The children only is $275.
$275. Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
I know you, and I just need her to do the right thing. I just need her to do the right thing and hope you can make her do the right thing.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I can make her. You know, I can only do what the law allows, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, let me ask you a question about the living arrangements.
Yeah.
You said this was supposed to be temporary?
It was supposed to be temporary.
She's been living in her mom's house for 3 years and still hasn't found a permanent place to live. That's not temporary, that's freeloading. Her mom gave her a chance to get back on her feet, but instead, she keeps making excuses about deposits and rent. Meanwhile, she's making money from a job and a side hustle. So why hasn't she saved anything? If she put aside even a fraction of what her mom spends on her and her kids, she could have moved out by now. It's ridiculous how comfortable she's gotten with making zero effort. Where's the honor in that?
Right.
I don't think she has looked at all. And she keeps saying, well, I don't have the money to get a place that's nice enough for me and the boys, and that I can afford. And then people want a high deposit and all this kind of stuff. So, you know, I'm like, okay, you know, but I need you to help out, you know, and that's fine because you can't live nowhere else for $400.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
Yes, Your Honor. She, you know, she's all.
Not only has she dumped all the responsibilities on her mom, but she's also barely around for her own kids, and that's heartbreaking. While her mom is at home taking care of the children, she's out with friends or spending time with a man. So who's really raising these kids, their grandma or their mom? It's hard to believe someone could be this careless. Her mom never asked for this life, yet she's stuck playing both parent and provider while her daughter acts like she has no responsibilities. This isn't just unfair, it's a complete betrayal of trust and family. And now, this situation had to go to court. Imagine being so irresponsible that your own mother has to take legal action to force you to step up. Yet, she's still trying to justify herself, acting like she hasn't done anything wrong. At some point, even family has its limits. You can't expect your mom to sacrifice her well-being forever. These kids deserve stability, and they're only getting it because of their grandmother, not their mom. If she doesn't change her mindset, those kids will grow up thinking this behavior is normal. Honestly, the court shouldn't even be involved. It's just basic common sense.
Attend their function because she said, you know, she got to go out with her girls and kick it, or she got to be with a man and kick it. And so, you know, I was like, you're not even trying to be a part of these kids' life. You just want to be fancy free and let somebody else take care of your kids. So,
okay.
You know, that, you know.
Okay, so
it's just too much.
Can I move over to her, or is there anything else?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, you have the opportunity to let me know what you want me to know, respectfully. So, I mean, what's all that about? The huffing, puffing?
Because she's lying. She's telling half-truths and sitting over there in her Christian outfit like everything she's saying is the gospel. yes, I did. Me and my children did move in with her 3 years ago. But what she didn't say was, it's because I had a tragic divorce with my ex-husband, who her and her church members just wanted me to marry this guy because he was so churchly and good, and he ended up being the devil. And in our divorce, he wiped us clean.
Okay.
And my credit was messed up. He took all the money and he left, and he did all that, and so it left us devastated. So my mother said that it was cool for us to come and stay with her while I get things together, and
so let me
get back on our feet.
I understand all of that, but let me ask you a question. This just to fill in the gaps, right? So is it true what she said that you were supposed to give her $400?
No, that was never an agreement.
Okay, hold on. So was there any agreement for you to give her any money to financially support your children?
She said to...
No, that was a yes or no.
Not in that way. Not in that way.
So explain the way.
So when we talked initially, before even moving in, it was, y'all just come, just take your time, get yourself together. I got you guys. I got my grandbabies, who she was very instrumental in. I want grandbabies. 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 So I'm giving you the opportunity.
So because she's instrumental in wanting grandbabies, that means that she has to take care of them too?
It doesn't mean she has to take. I'm saying she's not telling the full story how it is. It was never an agreement on a dollar amount of being able to help. It's just do what you can when you can.
So was there ever an agreement for it to be a temporary situation?
Well, yes.
You'd agree with me that 3 years is no longer temporary, right?
I would say it's no longer temporary, but in the moments where I would say, you know what, I'm gonna do what I can to see what I can to get. It was her, the one that was talking about, oh, that's not a good place for my grandbabies. You don't need to take them over there. And, I worry about y'all's safety over there, and that's too far. And that'll be taking them out of their environment.
So are you, and please just stop beating on the table.
Sorry.
All of that is not necessary. I can assure you it's not.
Just emotional.
I understand. Y'all need to calm down. All right.
I can't believe I'm even here. This is ridiculous.
Well, this is where you come when you want some relief, when you are wanting certain things to happen. You come to court to take care of it. It's unfortunate that the two of you could.